right, hello everybody. Thank you for joining. I am Riley with the T Storm Chasers, and we're going to take a look at your forecast. But before we do, here is a brief word from our sponsors at Cube Portable Storage.
What are you doing?
Decluttering?
Moving? Remodeling? In need of temporary storage, emergency cleanup, or just need to declutter? Cube Portable Storage has the perfect solution. Rent your Cube Portable Storage container today.
And don't forget, they got roll-off dumpsters for the other stuff. Call Cube Storage for all your moving needs.
All right, everyone. Happy Wednesday out there. Today is January 21st, 2026. Let's go ahead and jump into today's weather video. Taking a look firstly at our national region, and there is a lot to get to. We have lots to talk about in this video. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Firstly, I want to mention in the southern U.S., they are looking at a major winter storm that will be pushing through for the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. As you can see, the areas shaded in that light blue, that is in the southern U.S. That is a big deal, and that is a major winter storm that is going to be impacting the southern U.S. Now, for our area, for the northern plains, for our quad state region, we are still dealing with the major winter storm for our region that we're dealing with today. We have blizzard warnings and winter weather advisories and a bunch of wind warnings that are still out there, still out in effect today. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Firstly, looking at the blizzard warning for the areas shaded in gray. That is where, east central South Dakota into southwestern Minnesota and then into north central Iowa. We have a blizzard warning. So Huron, DeSmet, Madison, Brookings, and South Dakota all included in that blizzard warning. And then into southern Minnesota, Marshall, Worthington, Mankato, all included there in the blizzard warning. And then it goes into Iowa, Spencer, Sibley, Esterville, Mason City, Waterloo, Cedar Rapids, all included in the blizzard warning. Now, let me read this off for you. Blizzard warning in effect until 6 p.m. this evening for east central South Dakota and into Minnesota. It says here, blizzard conditions, snow accumulations up to 1 inch, winds gusting as high as 55 miles per hour. And then also visibilities are going to be dropping. We've already been seeing the blizzard conditions today. This morning, we've already been seeing it, and we're going to continue to be seeing that today. It says visibilities dropping below a half of a mile due to falling and or blowing snow at times. Plan on slippery road conditions. Hazardous conditions impacting today. It says travel should be restricted to emergencies only. If you must travel, have a winter survival kit with you. If you get stranded, stay with your vehicle, and you can call 511 for help as well. So that is the latest on the blizzard warning. And now we have the winter weather advisory in addition to that for the areas shaded in blue. So if you're in the blue shaded areas, it'd be, north central South Dakota, eastern South Dakota. It does include Pierre, Aberdeen, and Sioux Falls, all included. And then it includes western and southwestern Minnesota. And then it goes into Iowa, north central and northern Iowa. So winter weather advisory, let me read this off. This is in effect until 6 p.m. this evening. Snow and blowing snow with winds gusting as high as 55 miles per hour, causing bad weather conditions. And it says plan on slippery road conditions and slow down and use caution while traveling. And so that is the latest there. And that is, again, for Sioux Falls. And the winter weather advisory is the area shaded in blue. And then we have a high wind warning that is in effect here for this mustard color in western South Dakota and then in south central and southeastern South Dakota. And then it goes into northeast Nebraska, goes into Iowa. Let me read this off for you. High wind warning for winds of 35 to 45 with wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. And it says here we are looking at until 6 p.m. this evening. And the damaging winds blow down tree branches, scattered power outages are expected. Travel will be difficult, especially for high-profile vehicles. dangerously cold wind chills as well coming up. So additional details, strong winds, and any falling snow may result in patchy blowing snow. So bottom line is we have very strong winds. We have really strong wind gusts. We have blowing snow throughout the entire region. Possible whiteout conditions in certain spots. That we've already been seeing all of that today, and it will continue throughout the afternoon hours. Now, by this evening and into tonight, these conditions are going to be ending. So we're going to clear things out. We're going to calm things down tonight, but we got to get through the rest of this afternoon and into the evening hours before things will start to wane. And so all these advisories are going to be expiring tonight. So I want to make that very clear. And then we have one additional item here that I want to get to. We have an extreme cold warning and watches that are out for portions of southeastern South Dakota into Minnesota. I want to make this headline here. Extreme cold warning, dangerously cold wind chills of -40 to -50 below zero expected. And the extreme cold watch as well, dangerously cold wind chills as low as 40 miles, 40 below. And so we have the extreme cold warnings and we have the extreme cold watches that are out in effect for our region. And this is in effect, okay, so the extreme cold warning is in effect from 5 p.m. Tomorrow until 11 a.m. Friday, Central Time. And then the extreme cold watch is out from Friday morning through Saturday morning. So the impacts, dangerously cold wind chills as low as 50 below zero, could cause frostbite on exposed skin in as little as 10 minutes. I know that's a lot. There's a lot to this forecast. We're going to get to the rest of the forecast here in just a moment. But first, let's hear a brief word from our sponsor at CE Construction.
From roofing to siding, CE Construction is setting the standard across North and South Dakota. Our expert team delivers quality, durability, and trust on every project. CE Construction, Dakotans helping Dakotans with their roofing and siding needs. Call or visit us online.
And as we take a look at your future radar, let's play this out. Today, again, dealing with the snow in Minnesota and Iowa, and this activity will move east as we go throughout the afternoon hours, and eventually the snow will, move off to the east and move out of our region. And then after that, we're going to dry things out, and we're not going to see any snow after this afternoon. So, good. That's good news. We're finally going to get out of this system. And as we head into tomorrow, things are going to quiet down and we're not going to see anything. Now, I do want to mention on Friday, there is going to be a chance for some light snow across southwestern South Dakota into Nebraska. So I want to make that clear that there is going to be another chance for some light snow in those areas. But for the rest of us, we have the high pressure that will sit over our region and we will be dry overall and quiet. Now, looking at the European model, we're looking at not seeing a whole lot here. And we are, as we play this out, we're not seeing a whole lot in this forecast. Tomorrow, we're going to dry things out. There's your system on Friday. Now, Sioux Falls, Friday night, I will say there could be a few snow flurries, but we're not expecting any snow accumulation out of any of this activity. This is very light, blustery snowflakes, very light activity. Not expecting to see anything. And then on Saturday, not seeing anything. Sunday, we have a high pressure over our area, and so we'll be quiet. And then next week, we'll see what happens. As of right now, we don't see any systems next week either. So it does look like after today, we're going to calm things down and we're not going to see anything really. It's just going to be cold. It's going to be plain cold out there. And if we take a sneak peek at your 10-day forecast, let's take a look at this. For Sioux Falls, we're looking at a cold forecast overall after today. It's going to be windy today, obviously, and we are dealing with the blustery snow. And after today, we're going to cool it down even more. We are going to get really cold, -4 for a daytime high for Sioux Falls on Friday. And then for your weekend, single digits for highs. Very, very cold weather. And then next week, teens to low 20s next week. So we're not going to warm things up anytime soon. We are not seeing any kind of warm-ups. For the Aberdeen area, same story. We have a fairly similar forecast, it looks like. Look at that, -5 for a daytime high on Friday. That is very, very cold. And then single digits for your weekend next week into the teens, not really warming anything up. And then for the Pierre area, same forecast. We're looking at very cold weather on Friday. Friday is the coldest day of the entire 10-day. Negative high temperatures for our entire region. For Pierre, really going to be seeing cold weather. Next week, we might warm up back into the 20s, but still, that's pretty cold out there. And then for the Rapid City area, they're going to be warmer because they're quite a bit farther to the west. And, as I mentioned before, the farther west you go, usually the warmer you're going to be. And according to, again, the NOAA released their long-range temperature outlooks, and the farther west you go, the more warmer you're going to be. And so Rapid City, really cold, though, on Friday for everyone. Everyone's going to be cold on Friday. Then after that, teens for your weekend, very cold. But then looking next week, we're back into the 30s to low 40s for Rapid City, so it's going to be warmer. So this was sponsored by the Black Venom Outdoors and the Gatekeeper Security and Fence. We'd like to thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to drop a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. We want to hear from you guys. Drop a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also be sure to check us out on Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok as well. And we'll be providing updates as always. And stay with us here at T-Storm Chasers for the latest. Thank you guys for watching.